Think about it. Every single day, you're sending incredibly sensitive stuff online. Bank details, private messages, you name it. All across the huge, totally public internet. It feels safe, right? But how? How in the world do we create a private conversation in a place that's basically a public square? Well, the answer lies in two really powerful ideas that are the absolute backbone of our digital security.
It really all comes down to this one question. It's the central puzzle of modern communication. And to answer it, we've got to get to know the two giants of encryption that make our digital world go round. So the first idea is probably the one you'd think of first. It's this concept of one key to rule them all. It's an idea that's as old as secrets themselves. What if you and your friend just had a single secret key that nobody else in the world knew about? That right there is the core idea behind what we call symmetric encryption. Yeah, just imagine you have a diary with a really unique key. You can write in it, lock it up tight, and then hand that locked diary over to a friend. As long as they have the exact same key, an identical copy, they can unlock it and read what you wrote. That's it. One key does it all, both the locking and the unlocking. The whole process is just beautifully simple. Alice takes her message, uses the secret key to scramble it into total gibberish, and sends that mess across the internet. Bob gets it on the other side, uses that same exact key, and poof, the original message just reappears. It's clean, it's simple, and it is incredibly effective. Now, while the concept is pretty straightforward, the way we do it today is anything but simple. The reigning champion of this method is a powerhouse called AES, which stands for the Advanced Encryption Standard. It was made official by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, that's NIST, all the way back in 2001. This is the algorithm that's protecting countless files and conversations all over the globe. And why is AES the king? Well, it really comes down to three things. First, it is blazing fast. I mean, think about encrypting a whole movie or a live video stream. You need serious speed, and AES has it. It's also super efficient, so it's not going to kill your phone's battery or bog down your computer. And most importantly, it is ridiculously secure. For real, to this day, there are no known practical attacks that can break it.
Okay, so AES sounds pretty perfect, right? Fast, efficient, secure. What's the catch? Well, this powerful system has one single glaring vulnerability. It's a logic puzzle that kind of threatens to unravel the whole thing.
And here it is. This is the big one. If you need to send that secret key over to Bob using the same public internet you're trying to protect your message on, well, how do you do that without some eavesdropper just snatching the key out of the air? Because if they get the key, your whole secret conversation is blown wide open. This is famously called the key distribution problem.
And, this isn't some new problem we just thought of. This diagram here, it's from a paper way back in 1979, and it shows the exact same challenge. For decades, the smartest people in the world have been wrestling with this very issue. How do you set up a secure line of communication when you don't already have one? The solution they came up with is it's one of the most brilliant and kind of counterintuitive ideas in the history of computers. Instead of trying so hard to share one key, what if we just used two? And this is called asymmetric encryption. With the system, everybody gets a matched pair of keys. One of them is the public key. You can shout this one from the rooftops, post it on your website, email it to everyone. Anyone can have it. This key can only lock messages. Then you have the private key. This one you guard with your life. It's the only thing in the entire universe that can unlock messages that were locked by its public partner.
And the classic algorithm that first brought this magic to life is called RSA. It's named after its three inventors, Rivest, Shamir, and Adelman, who first published it back in 1977. Its incredible security is all based on how ridiculously hard it is for computers to factor gigantic numbers. So how does this fix the key sharing problem? It's so elegant. Check it out. Bob just gives his public key to Alice, or to anyone, really. She uses that key to lock her message up tight. Now, that message is completely scrambled, and even if someone intercepts it, they can't do a thing with it. Get this, not even Alice can unlock it anymore. The only key on the planet that can decrypt it is Bob's private key, which he never ever shared. Problem solved.
So now we have two heavy hitters in the ring. We've got AES, the symmetric speed demon, and we've got RSA, the asymmetric problem solver. It kind of feels like you have to pick a side, right? So let's put them head to head and see what's what. This table really lays it all out. You've got AES,
It's symmetric, ridiculously fast, and perfect for encrypting huge amounts of data. But its Achilles heel is that key distribution. It needs a secure way to share the key to begin with. Then you've got RSA. It's asymmetric, way slower, and honestly, not great for large files, because it takes a lot of computing power. But its genius is that it completely solves the key exchange problem.
So, the best way to think about it is this. We have a sprinter and we have a strategist. AES is the sprinter. It's built for pure speed, just chewing through massive amounts of data. RSA is the strategist. It's slower, sure, but it's designed to make one single brilliant opening move to get the conversation started securely. You wouldn't ask a sprinter to run a marathon, and you wouldn't ask a strategist to do all the heavy lifting.
And that right there leads us to the big reveal. The answer to the question, AES or RSA, isn't a choice. It's a partnership. The solution is to use them together in this beautiful, elegant dance. You know, a commenter on Reddit actually put it perfectly. We don't use RSA to encrypt huge files or entire emails. We use RSA for one small but absolutely critical job, to safely deliver the secret key that a much faster system like AES is going to use. And this is the whole shebang. We don't choose. It's not a competition. We use the strategist, RSA, to make that secure first move. And then we let the sprinter, AES, take over and handle the rest of the race at full speed. This is the hybrid approach, and it's the foundation of almost all modern internet security. This happens every single time you see that little padlock icon in your browser's address bar. In the blink of an eye, your browser asks a website for its RSA public key. Then, your browser creates a brand new, one-time use secret key just for AES. It takes that AES key, locks it in a box using the website's public key, and sends it over. The website is the only one that can open that box, using its private key. And voila! Just like that, both sides have the shared secret, and they switch over to the lightning-fast AES for the rest of your visit. This isn't just some abstract theory. It is the invisible engine running your entire digital life. That little padlock in your browser, that's this handshake. The confidence you feel when you type in your credit card number online, that's this partnership hard at work. It's the silent, unbreakable process that makes online shopping, private messaging, and secure banking even possible. So, we've built this nearly perfect system for the world we live in today. But what about tomorrow? Remember, RSA's security relies on it being really, really hard for our current computers to factor huge numbers. As we look out on the horizon, the rise of things like quantum computing threatens to make those hard problems not so hard anymore. So we have to ask, what happens when our computers get so powerful that they can just smash these keys? Finding that answer is the next great challenge for the world's cryptographers, and it's the next chapter in our long story of keeping secrets secret.